Reich still working their way back to fitness, and all of those who featured successfully in the big international tournaments have been given additional time off. So no Joshua Kimmich, Niklas Süle, Sebastian Rudi, nor Arturo Vidal. But Corentin Tolisso is in, and so too James Rodriguez. Arsenal's travelling party to Asia and Australia a long way from full strength. This is the starting lineup, and it does include Alexandre Lacazette and the other high-profile signing of the summer for Arsenal, Sead Kolasinac, who has arrived on a free transfer from Schalke.
Because of its completely comprehensive nature, and only Alexis Sanchez really came out of that tie with any credit.
Ribéry trying to run on the outside of Maitland-Niles, twisting and turning him. Low below this side, seemed to be a hand in that. James had the hit. Xhaka with that very important goal against Manchester United late season. Here comes Bernat. He thought about having a hit, took on a lot then. Maitland-Niles has given a penalty away. Bernat was just too sharp and strong for him, for the youngster. Arsenal are contesting it.
Arsenal not happy here at all, Paul.
Niles, I did not touch him.
Good industry from Bernat to get into that position. There's not a great deal in it, maybe slightly clumsy.
Well, it doesn't look good for the youngster, does it? Didn't really look fully focused as Bernat came onto him, I have to say that. Lewandowski then. Powers it home, and Bayern lead 1-0 here in Shanghai. They feel hard done by Arsenal. Lewandowski could not care either way. Czech went the wrong way.
He rarely looks in doubt with Robert Lewandowski. It's a superb penalty. Petra Metzger couldn't read him. And the second top scorer in the Bundesliga last season. One of the best strikers in the world.
Frank Ribéry, Robert Lewandowski and James Rodriguez, to name only three.
A real test for that makeshift Arsenal backline today.
Welbeck's ball in was a good one. That was a fabulous strike by Özil, and it hit Tom Stark, and I don't think he knew much about it. If Özil had been able to steer it either side, surely Arsenal were level.
Fine work from Danny Welbeck, who needs a full season fit. And he picks out the run of Özil brilliantly, up against many of his international teammates here.
Arsenal's best day, really, and for many fans, their best performance. Thomas Muller. Arsenal opened up, they're two down, except the only disappointment is that Tolisso was offside. Let off for Arsenal.
Regardless, wonderful weight on the header. Oh, it's a woeful decision.
It's way onside.
Right foot pass that he can bend round.
Lacazette is in here for Arsenal, and he's denied by a brilliant stop by Starker.
Was almost certain he was going to bury that, Alexandre Lacazette. There's the combination we've been talking about. And that threaded ball into Lacazette was spot on. Great goalkeeping from the veteran who, as you say, is filling in perfectly.
Home game. First three in August, followed by Stoke and Liverpool. Thomas Muller, deflection unchecked, did very, very well.
Really good recovery from Petra Metzger, having already committed. But this is why they do all those quick, short recovery saves in training that you see that are so impressive. Decisive deflection, still one of the Premier League's best, Petra Metzger.
Ribéry, Maitland-Niles, having a bit of a lesson off the venerable Ribéry at the moment. Bernat, and Czech again, and another deflection on it. This time he goes the other way and keeps it out. Tolisso showing all that muscularity. The ball just squirmed away from Ribéry. Fortunately for Arsenal, Rodriguez is free and nobody's really picking him up the other side of the box. That's where it's aimed. Made up so much time, Rodriguez, and yet again Peter Cech comes to Arsenal's rescue. How much time did James Rodriguez have before Arsenal woke up to that? That's straight at Cech. He can't believe he's not scored though, James, and understandably. Coman obviously will be itching to get out there at some point this evening. We know that Carlo Ancelotti really rates him. What about Ribéry? Every touch has been a good one. Here comes Thomas Müller. Ribéry goes again. That's fantastic from Ribéry, and what a fine piece of mopping up by Granit Xhaka. And little change of pace by Ribéry, amazing. All bar the finishing touch. Well played, Xhaka. And again, Arsenal looking a bit misshapen here. Coman, oh, Lewandowski. James, denied by Cech. Did Lewandowski leave that? Surely not.
Arsenal exposed down their left-hand side again, the Bayern right. Wonderful swift play from Bayern, and this time Coman went early with the ball.
There you are, Lewandowski. Score it. I'm mystified by that, really, having watched him so often in those positions, and it's not like him to give a teammate a chance in front of goal, that's for sure.
Bayern still really only have one out-and-out striker at the club in Lewandowski. It's hard to find backup for him.
Theo Walcott for Arsenal. And Freuchtel comfortable, really. Was that the best option from that angle for Walcott? Of course, he's had so many problems with his hamstrings particularly, that might be one of the reasons. It was Alaba who made a real mess of that, and that's not much better. Alaba, I was about to say, doing his Lewandowski impression, going all the way in there, just looking for the tap in, but that's where the similarity ended.
Nice break forward, and it was well spotted by Bernat, but no connection at all from the Austrian Footballer of the Year.
Renato Sanchez has it robbed all too easily. Now or never really for Arsenal in this game. Iwobi, he's done well. Aaron Ramsey. Iwobi, yes! Arsenal level it right at the death. Alex Iwobi's got the goal. Well, it's not quite the FA Cup final, but it was Aaron Ramsey involved in it. This time the provider, and nearly as good a header.
Wonderful from Arsenal to finish the game with an equaliser of such high quality. Execution from this situation is brilliant. And Aaron Ramsey knew exactly when Iwobi was going to arrive on the scene to plant that header into the corner.
Superb from Ramsey, and what a good header it was. Maybe it was nearly as good as Ramsey's. Different context completely, of course, but a great moment for Iwobi.
Really celebrated that moment, and so did those young players who have resisted Bayern in the second half and avoided them extending their advantage.
So Bayern, who really dominated the first 45 minutes and had so many chances, may be asking themselves why it's ended up here at 1-1, but Arsenal take all the credit, their young players, for not giving up on it, giving everything, and at last, very much at the last, carving out that chance, which Iwobi took with some aplomb. And it finishes here, Bayern Munich 1, Arsenal 1.
And all smiles from the Arsenal bench that Martinez has kept that one out in some style, recovered well too.
Good work. Mentioned how tall he is, he's got to scramble quickly there, but he did it. So is it advantage Arsenal? Ramsey with the assist on the late equaliser. taking the responsibility to get Arsenal's shootout underway properly. Which he does.
Keeper slightly shifting the wrong way, and he was unable to switch back into the correct direction.
Mats Hummels is stepping up for Bayern. An Austrian has missed from the spot in this shootout for Bayern Munich. The German does not. What a penalty that was. 1-1.
Really don't stop those. Planted into the inside of that far corner from Mats Hummels, who we know is such a technically gifted central defender.
Mohamed El Neni drafted in for Mertesacker, playing the entire game as a defender. And he's denied by Früchtel.
Nice moment for the very young goalkeeper. The frustration for El Neni, who scored in Arsenal's previous friendly. Keeper gets the right way.
As they say, nice height for it, wasn't it? And he got there. Kingsley Coman, notable, I think, that all the senior players who finished the game are the ones taking the penalty so far. Coman just squeezes it under Martinez, who guessed right, but Bayern lead in the shootout for the first time, 2-1.
Good effort from the Argentine. Nice to see the two goalkeepers in the Union smiling at each other, but he wasn't actually that far away from Coman's kick.
And another senior pro next up, Monreal. Hammers it home.
Brilliant.
2-2.
Brilliant from Monreal. And the youngster was never going to get anywhere near that.
Renato Sanchez. I just wonder whether Ancelotti has made a decision here to try to avoid asking the youngsters to take one just in case they miss. I don't know if it's parental care of a sort, if you like. Renato Sanchez. Not a lot's going right for him at the moment in his career, and who thought we'd say that only 12 months ago?
Goalkeeper went the wrong way, but too much on it from Renato Sanchez, who really tried to bury it into the top corner. And Arsenal in a nicer situation once again.
And then he's the player who's missed, but they could now go 3-2 up. Iwobi with that spectacular header to level it. Now on penalty duty. And he gets it under Früchtel, and Arsenal now back in front in the shootout, 3-2. Nice little cameo this for Alex Iwobi, reminding everybody that he's around.
Once again, it's one which goes under the body of Früchtl.
Juan Bernat to keep it alive. And he can't do it. Martinez has saved it, and Bayern Munich lose on penalties. That's perhaps a bigger headline than Arsenal winning on penalties, but they'll enjoy it. They saved their best till last in this game, and Arsenal will take the points from this International Champions Cup meeting with Bayern Munich.
Well played, Martinez. He's done well since he came on and has looked impressive in the shootout.